講咁耐，可能你想打我噶啦。究竟你講咗咁耐 ，UFO 裏邊有冇 ET 呢？ Hello， 大家好，我係 Wildy。雖然咧本地政治唔講，但係外國政治咧同埋火星政治都係會講嘅。上回講到咧，究竟我哋睇到 UFO 係咪就可以咁快下定論入邊有 ET 呢？我哋需要誠實可靠嘅見證人話俾我哋聽，究竟 UFO 入邊有啲乜嘢？今集嘅分享咧，主要建基於一個紀錄片《Unacknowledged》不被確認，係2017年嘅作品嚟㗎啦。IMDB 裏邊咧10分咧有7分咁高㗎。故事主人翁咧係 Dr. Stephen Greer， 佢真係 Doctor， 做過急症室醫生。佢叔叔咧亦都負責人類第一次登月計劃裏邊太空艙嘅設計師之一。佢身份咁特殊，佢做醫生守證都好嚴謹，所以喺10幾年之間咧。佢係收集咗軍人嘅見證、政府高層啦、航空局高層啦等等嘅見證。
Have accepted, and I have the witnesses and the documents to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stephen Greer.
On May 9th, 2001, 20 military, government, and corporate witnesses held a press conference in Washington, D.C. Their testimony would make history.
10幾年嚟咧 ，Dr. Stephen Greer 咧都竭力不捨咁樣同國會周旋，好希望政府咧公開晒所有咧關於 UFO 嘅證據同埋資料嘅。咁當然往往係屢戰屢敗，所以把心一橫，佢就將呢10幾年嚟所收集嘅見證拍成呢套嘅2017 Unacknowledged 紀錄片。一齊溫下書先。頭先咧嗰啲係8號嘅新聞，呢一張就9號。8號嘅時候咧就新聞報道咧，大肆報道就話揾到飛碟啦。咁當然啦，撞擊日期就唔係7號嘅，真實嘅日期唔知道。OK， 但係起碼8號咧就係大肆報道。到9號嘅時候咧，軍方即刻出嚟澄清，嗰個純粹咧係一個 weather balloon。咁呢個咧就係一個。其中一個軍官咧，去展示咧嗰個天氣氣球 ，OK 氣象氣球墜毀嘅殘骸，放大嘅圖就係咁啦。去到喺95年嘅時候，同埋呢個2013嘅時候咧，軍方咧都再有一個嘅報告，詳盡報告否認咧羅斯威爾事件係有任何飛碟或者係有 ET 嘅。佢就話啦，當中如果你係有見證人見到係有人形物體咧，純粹係因為有啲 dummies 係隨着嗰個嘅 weather balloon 墜毀燃燒，你就誤會咗嗰啲燃燒嘅 dummies 嗰啲假人咧，實驗用嘅假人咧就係 ET 啦。OK。95年嘅時候，13年嘅時候咧，軍方咧都係好 officially 好官腔地否認嘅，就係話冇任何嘅實質證據啦，即係拎到入實驗室反覆驗證嘅證據啦，亦都冇任何官方文件承認過 UFO 嘅存在嘅，呢啲完全都係啱嘅。咁但係事實係咪就係佢哋所講咁咧？你冇一啲列入實驗室嘅證據啫，咁證人嘅供詞咧，證人嘅身份咧？
If you look at the document sent to J. Edgar Hoover, 3 so-called flying saucers had been recovered in New Mexico. It has become the #1 document viewed on the FBI website.
呢個 memo 係咩意思咧？就係嗰時一個叫街 Hotto 嘅人咧，係 send 俾嗰時嘅 FBI Director， 就係羅斯威爾事件之後幾年噶啦。咁喺 memo 裏邊咧去睇飛碟咧 ，so-called flying saucers 喺墨西哥發現嘅嗰3隻咧。就係被形容為咧係圓形嘅啦，中間隆起 approximately 50 feet， 大概咧係50尺嘅直徑啦。3隻裏邊咧，每一隻咧都係有3個嘅人形物體喺裏邊嘅。佢哋有幾高咧 ？3 feet tall， 3尺長啦。着嘅衫係緊身又細質地嘅。我已經咧放咗喺網頁尾，呢個連結咧你仍然可以去 FBI 嗰度睇嘅。當然啦，官方網頁嘅底部咧就戴咗頭盔，佢就話啦，呢個純粹係 memo 啫，並且係 so-called 係俗稱嘅嘢啫，你何須咁認真呢？而 Dr. Greer 咧就認為唔係放喺 so-called 嘅字啦，就係嗰個形容飛碟嘅 detail 啊，嗰個 ET 嘅 detail 啦。咁既然 講真，即係如果你認為不可信嘅，你咪一句呢件事係不可信嘅，大家不用查了，咁咪 OK 咯。咁何需要描述得咁仔細呢？我自己諗多啲嘅時候呢，就似咩呢？就似好似老細呢流出咗一個私人電郵咁樣呢，話佢自己憎邊個，同埋嚟緊想升邊個。你唔會因為呢個係老細嘅私人嘅電郵唔可信嘅，我哋要等到佢出 agenda，OK？等到佢出一個announcement 先，即係往往就係佢一個私人流出嘅電郵先更加可信啊嘛。咁究竟係公說公有理，婆說婆有理呢？你要自己決定。講咁耐，可能你想打我噶啦。究竟你講咗咁耐，UFO 裏邊有冇 ET 呢？有冇可信嘅證人話得俾我哋聽 UFO 裏邊有 ET 呢？好啦，我終於講啦，可以。傳召第一個證人 Richard C. Doty。Richard Doty 咧，佢係一個 special agent 啦，OK， 特工啦，係隸屬於美國空軍嘅，佢已經退役噶啦。有個 RET retirement， 佢咧係被委派咧去呢個嘅空軍嗰度咧做特別調查員嘅。
I was assigned as a special agent with Air Force Office of Special Investigations at Kirtland Air Force Base. I was a counterintelligence officer at the base, and one of my jobs was to conduct counterintelligence operations at the base. And during my time there, my first few months there, I was briefed into a special access program involving the U.S. government's investigation and contacts with extraterrestrial, the visitation of these extraterrestrials to Earth, and the Air Force's involvement with these extraterrestrials. I'll leave the colonel's name out of it, but the briefing started with the history, U.S.'s involvement with this extraterrestrial, and it started out with a crash at Roswell. They showed us the movie. They actually showed us, I believe, a 16mm movie on the recovery, and the narrator of the movie. It was obviously the movie was classified, highly classified. The narrator in the movie detailed when the crash occurred, approximately when the crash occurred in the latter part of June of 1947, and the recovery, showing military personnel at the recovery site, recovering the bodies at the site, and the craft that was at that site. And one live extraterrestrial was found at the site, and we were told that the extraterrestrial went to Kirtland Field, Kirtland Air Force Base at that time, and then on to Los Alamos for some time. And it didn't explain fully in the movie exactly what happened to that extraterrestrial, although it did explain that it died in I believe it was 1952. But the bodies of the extraterrestrials that were found at the scene were in a deep freeze, placed in a deep freeze, and sent to Wright Pat Field in Dayton, Ohio.
Did they show the actual footage of the craft and bodies? And
Yes.
So what did it look like? What did they look like?
The craft was more or less an oval or egg-shaped craft. It wasn't saucer-shaped. The creatures were about 4 foot. Some of the creatures were mangled, were heavily injured, and their bodies were torn apart. But 2 of the bodies were pretty much intact, and I'm not sure why. If there was an autopsy, they didn't discuss that. But the creatures were approximately 4 foot. They didn't appear to have any ears. They had an indentation for the nose, very, very big eyes. They had a really tight-fitting suit, almost looked like they were nude, but they actually had a very thin but tight-fitting suit on. The fingers had no thumbs, just four fingers, suction devices on their tips of their
好，
fingers.
除咗 Richard Doty 嘅見證之外 ，Stephen Lufkin 外星生物嘅遺體係絕對揾到嘅。retire 已經退咗休啦，佢都係講翻呢羅斯威爾事件。第3位見證人 Philip Corso， 佢睇到嘅嘢同 Richard Doty 咧都係好似嘅，佢見到有啲好細嘅外星生物啦， 嘅遺體，感覺就好似啲小朋友咁樣，又係4尺高度，手咧同我頭啊、手啊同人類係好唔同嘅，因為佢哋嘅手咧係好瘦長，而佢哋嘅身體咧係灰色嘅。Philip Corso 咧同埋 Richard Doty 咧，佢哋都見到咧嗰啲嘅 figures 咧，嗰啲嘅人形物體啦嚇，或者疑似生命體咧，佢哋冇耳仔、冇耳殼嘅，即係得個窿，有兩隻好大嘅眼啦。咁佢手有頭先講咗啦，手臂好幼長啦，手咧得4隻手指咧，冇大拇指嘅，同埋佢哋睇嚟咧好似係剝光豬咁樣，但其實唔係剝光豬，係着咗一個好薄嘅衫。咁佢哋兩個嘅見證咧，無獨有偶咧，就係同嗰個面帽上面嘅完全吻合嘅。我哋不如咧試下列舉所有證據。軍方就係話咧，嗰個面帽係一個普通面帽啫，同埋嗰啲屍體係 dummies。證明有 UFO 有 ET 嘅咧就係阿伯同埋阿伯。咁究竟誰是誰非咧？我哋講翻面帽先。其實面帽係咪真係有需要講得咁詳細咧？如果 FBI 係覺得嗰啲一切都係假，咁你講一句一切都係假，唔需要再查，佢何需要講咁多 details 咧？喺我自己角度嚟睇咧，反而咁嘅面帽咧係更加值得係令人哋懷疑，因為往往就係咧你無心之失。一啲鬼拍後尾枕啦，廣東話俗語，鬼拍後尾枕嘅說話咧，反而係最真實嘅。會唔會個面帽咧就係講出嗰個真相咧？之後 Dummies 咧唔係喺9號嘅報紙出現嘅，唔係出月9號嘅，係之後咧有更加更新嘅 version， 甚至係2013年嘅時候咧，當報告再提一次，嗰啲嘅屍體係 Dummies。但係特別嘅地方就係喺度，你當有目擊證人嘅話，佢哋真係唔識得分辨一個正常人嘅人體比例咩？好奇怪嘅。如果你見到一個根本係一個 K 型嘅人，一個 K 型嘅兒童，個頭非常之大嘅，但係你竟然當佢一個合乎人體比例嘅實驗 dummies， 我覺得係講唔通。其實咧，軍方我仲有一個話係 weather balloon 嘅，咁我都唔記得整啦。咁喺右手邊啊，咁啊阿伯，佢哋3個咧都係好似臨死吐真言咁樣咧，其言也善。究竟佢哋點解要咁做咧？如果唔係真係有一個瞞天大真相嘅時候咧，佢唔喺佢臨死前唔講唔舒服，佢唔可以再帶入棺材啦。我覺得呢個說法係更加係真實咯。佢係有軍階，有啲係真係高級嘅軍人，有啲係特工嚟嘅，佢都竟然咁樣放下自己一切面子尊嚴去 retire 啦。但係而家都要講真相。如果你覺得咁樣係好難相信嘅時候，咁我自己覺得你信有 dummies 咁樣從高空跌落嚟，而人係辨識唔到，呢個係唔啱比例嘅，咁好奇怪喎，呢個仲難相信。又或者用另一個例子，即係美國大選咁樣樣，所有證據好多證人出嚟作供，列舉晒出嚟噶啦，喺晒你面前噶啦，咁你仍然可以選擇係唔信噶，因為咧嗰啲證據唔可以拎入實驗室反覆驗證啊嘛，拍到又如何啫 ？OK。但係調翻轉，就算有啲真係拎咗入實驗室可以反覆驗證，譬如個 Dominion 數票機咧，佢真係會加票數俾某一位候選人噶嘛？咁又如何咧？查到又點？就算所有證據列晒出嚟俾你睇，你最後真係要自己去選擇，究竟信定唔信？仲有就係 Donald Trump 佢自己都話 very interesting。Would
you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question.
I know it sounds almost ridiculous, but it's actually the real question I want to know.
It sounds like a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify? Oh. You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that.
You gave an interview the other day in which you said you've been briefed on unidentified flying objects. Are they real?
Well, I don't want to really get into it too much, but
咁如果 very interesting 嘅時候，佢唔係否認 no， 亦都唔係即刻講 yes，OK？ 就係話 very interesting。如果係左邊軍方說法，面冇有提到呢啲嘢，不過係面冇啫 ，so call 啫，又或者係有 dummy 跌落嚟，或者係有嗰個 weather balloon 跌落嚟。咁樣係 so interesting， 定係右邊嗰3個老人家，佢竟然講一啲嘢咧係非常之特別，係有其他嘅發現，咁就 interesting 喎，咁先 match 到喎，一樣啦。所有嘢列舉咗出嚟，究竟你信邊邊嘅見證人呢？係軍方嘅，定係呢3位退咗休嘅軍人？ 開個難題俾大家，究竟宇宙大王個 pat pat 係喺邊度嘅呢？